Teachers, what's the saddest thing you found out about a student? I taught third grade for 6 years, and one Monday morning I noticed my student Marcus had a huge bruise on his forehead. When I asked what happened, he said he fell down the stairs, but seemed really nervous about it. I made a mental note, but didn't think too much of it at first. A few weeks later, we were doing a creative writing assignment where kids had to write about their weekend. Most kids wrote about going to the park or watching movies, but Marcus wrote this story that made my blood run cold. He wrote about how his stepdad played a game with him and his little sister every Sunday. The game was called Statue, where they had to stand perfectly still in the corner for hours while his stepdad watched TV. If they moved even slightly, they got points. 3 points meant no dinner. 5 points meant sleeping on the bathroom floor. But here's the part that broke my heart. Marcus wrote about how he was really good at the statue game and was proud that he could protect his sister by taking her points when she couldn't stand still anymore. He was 8 years old, writing about this like it was a normal family activity. The essay went on to describe how his stepdad would time them with a stopwatch and make them hold uncomfortable positions, arms stretched out, standing on one foot, or squatting down. Marcus wrote that his record was 4 hours and 23 minutes, and he was excited to try for 5 hours next weekend. I read this essay 3 times, hoping I was misunderstanding something, but the details were too specific, too consistent. This wasn't a child's imagination. This was systematic violence disguised as a game. I immediately called our school counselor and read her the essay word for word. She was as horrified as I was. We both agreed this needed to be reported immediately. The next day, I gently asked Marcus about his story during recess. Tell me more about the statue game you wrote about. His face lit up. Oh, I'm getting really good at it. Yesterday I lasted 3 hours without moving. My stepdad said if I can do 5 hours, maybe my sister won't have to play anymore. He was so proud. This little boy thought he was being a hero by enduring torture, so his sister wouldn't have to. I asked him if the game hurt, and he said, yeah, but that's the point. My stepdad says it makes us stronger, and if I'm really good, he doesn't get mad at mom. We called Child Protective Services that afternoon. When they went to investigate, they found many horrifying things. Marcus and his sister were removed from the home that same day. The stepdad was arrested, and the mother was charged with endangerment for allowing it to happen. The worst part, during the investigation, they discovered this had been going on for over a year. Marcus's little sister was only 5 when it started. She'd spent half her life thinking this was normal. I stayed in touch with their caseworker, and both kids were placed with their grandmother in another state. Marcus is in 8th grade now and doing well. His sister is thriving too. Some kids grow up too fast because they have no choice.